Hey, Callum here from Tribe Training, and today's video is all about snacking and why it is extremely important when you're trying to get amazing results, when you're trying to lose fat, when you're trying to achieve your goal. So essentially, snacking can make or break a fat loss diet. If you're consuming too many snacks, especially when they are extremely calorie dense, highly processed snacks, it can really have a negative effect on your weight loss efforts. My advice, and the advice I use with all of my clients, is to try and reduce your snacking as much as possible. And when you are snacking, try and swap those snacks as much as possible. Also for snacks that are typically lower calories and only have one ingredient. A couple of examples. If you've got a really sweet tooth, it's very likely that chocolate, biscuits and cake are going to be ruining your fat loss efforts and going to massively increase your calorie consumption and reduce your chances of losing fat. Therefore, what we want to try and do is try and swap those calorie dense foods for less calorie dense foods that are more nutrient dense and have less calories. For example, fruit, Greek yogurt, low calorie jellies, protein bars, protein shakes and things like this. These are going to be massively beneficial, and if we can consistently swap these higher calorie snacks for lower calorie snacks, you're going to be surprised about how many calories you can save across a weekly basis. So here's my suggestion. Take a note of what snacks you've got in your house. Take a note of what snacks you consume on a daily basis, and just have a look at how many calories or what swaps we can do. For example, if you love a Kit Kat Chunky and you have a Kit Kat Chunky every single day, can you swap that Kit Kat Chunky for just a normal 2-finger Kit Kat, or even better, for something like a piece of fruit? You might only seem that feel like it's, oh, that's not worth it, I love my Kit Kat, I'm going to have it every day anyway. But let's say you have a normal Kit Kat instead of a Chunky, you're probably going to halve your calorie intake every single day. If you do that 7 days a week, it can make a real big difference. The second thing I'm going to talk about is try and make your snacks, as much as possible, try and have them to be I've worded that terribly, try and have high protein snacks. Inside the Facebook group, go to the files section, I've created a guide called High Protein Snacks. I speak about protein in one of my other videos, but as much as possible we want to try and increase protein in the diet because it reduces calories throughout the day. The more protein we consume, the less we should eat throughout the day. Also, now that you're training more, you're coming to boot camp 3 times a week, you're smashing your sessions, you're damaging your muscle fibers in these sessions, we need to try and improve our recovery capability. Therefore, we want to try and increase our protein intake. One easy way we can do this that I recommend to all of my clients, not just fat loss, not just men, not just women, but all of them, is I recommend a protein powder. It's really cost efficient, works out about 60-70p a serving. Nowadays they taste really good, it's cheap, cost effective. You can have one with your lunch, after your lunch, for breakfast, as a snack, after your workout, and it's a really good way to get 25-30 grams of protein in for less than £1. I've linked a good protein powder that I use and what I recommend to my clients underneath this video. And women, not just women, maybe women and men, you're probably thinking, oh, but if I have a protein take, I'm going to increase my muscles, I'm going to have big muscles. I train my muscles all the time and look at my biceps. I don't really have any. And I have a protein shake every single day. Protein in itself, or a protein shake, doesn't have this magical capability of helping you build muscle. It's no different to having a chicken breast or a piece of steak or a piece of fish or some corn sausages. It's just convenient, cheap, easy protein. It's not going to make you gain muscle. So don't worry about that, guys. But what I would suggest is try and get all of your snacks and what you snack on regularly, try and swap them for a lower calorie option or for a higher protein option. Use the snack guide inside the Facebook group. Make a note of what you're snacking on and swap it. I hope that makes sense. Keep up the amazing work. See you at some bootcamp session this week. I'm out. That's all from me.